I know a lot of people in the spiritual community say, well, your desires are the reason you're here. Your desires exist for you to experience them. And I completely agree, but to a certain extent. I think our desires, yes, they exist because we're meant to experience them, but I think they exist to remind us that we don't need anything. We really don't need anything because our ego is a trap. Because once you get something, you're gonna want something else. So I think the process of manifestation is more important than the outcome itself. So who you become in the process is always going to be more important than the the end line, like the outcome, like the desire itself. So this is why I think having a desire is so powerful, and accomplishing things is amazing. But when you start seeing it from another perspective of, wow, I really don't need anything outside of me to be happy, and maybe the purpose of life is becoming instead of achieving, right? Because if you get into this rat race that you're always accomplishing over and over again, then you're not going to be present and you're not really going to be satisfied. It's going to make you happy for a bit, yes, but then you're going to want the next thing and the next thing. So the best thing you can do is learn that your desires are there for you to experience them, but they're there to remind you that you don't need anything. You don't really need anything, because the desire itself is not what's making you happy. If you think about it, when you get to a goal, what made the goal so beautiful, when you get something I really want, what makes it so beautiful and what makes you appreciate it is the journey that it took, the sweat, blood, and tears that took to get there, right? Because when you go through a journey that's not easy and it's full of ups and downs, then you can really appreciate that thing instead of like just the thing itself. Think about it. It really is like that. It's more of like the journey and the things you had to go through before you got to that end desire instead of that thing itself. So it reminds you that you don't really need everything, and that is not about wanting, and it's about being. It's always who you are becoming in the process of something. Is what things are you experiencing in the journey to getting to that end result instead of just getting to the end result.